Hello, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing amazing today. Got a very special pick a card. It's going to be, what is your best career path? Are you currently on it, or have you been feeling energy kind of shifting lately, directing you on a new path? Possibly this reading is going to be for you. So based on the number you feel most intuitively drawn to, go ahead and pick a number there. We've got a pile. I did a very good shuffle and just split these up and then just took 4 random cards for the bottom. So we're going to hop right into it, and with each number there is a beautiful significant meaning that I've kind of written down here through my own words for you, and what it has to do with career and having chose it. And then at the end we're going to specifically also draw specific careers that may come to mind for you per pile. So go ahead and take a second to think of a number there. I will leave this, of course, time-stamped, and let's hop right into it. So we're going to start with 222 here. And one more message as well as I hop into this reading. So this candle is only about halfway, so if it goes out, I've got another one. And I was going to change it before I started, but Spirit said no, to leave it going, because whoever's pile it goes out on is whose career is going to shift into a new perspective the quickest. So we're going to go with that, and very random message from Spirit. Gotta love those. So let's start with the first pile. If you were drawn to 222, gotta love it, in the year 222. So let's see what we've got. First, we've got a few of these, and then these are all random we will pull. And these are random as well. I don't actually know. So we've got double mission is your first one. Light worker starseed. Serve the world light by being you. Wow, what a beautiful first message out. So if you picked pile 222, you could definitely resonate with being a starseed. Next, we've got perspective. So it may be time to shift your perspective in one way or another when it comes to career and goals and your focus. None of this matters. Zoom out and see the common ground, it says. So you could be facing some career struggles, or currently feeling just kind of drained or a lack of passion, maybe in a particular career you were in. They're saying to zoom out, see a bigger picture, not to focus so much on the small stuff. Wow, look at that. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Trust that time is not running out. Absolutely. So someone needs to hear that as you are shifting into these new careers. For some of you, you are activating as a light worker or a starseed, and you need to just allow for it to come in, for it to truly happen. Okay, so we've got a few archetypes here. First one out we've got is networker. So whoever you are, if you connect with number 222, what they are letting you know is you actually have a very good ability to connect with others. And so they want you to put the focus in that, in using your social ability and maybe common ground, your common interests with others, possibly that you work with or coincide with, in order to really help you push your career forward at this time. For some of you, you could be an actual athlete, or you're working really hard at transcending some sort of physical limit that is beyond reach. So for some of you, you're working really hard towards a dream career, and this is absolutely what they're telling you to do. In specific, you could be an athlete, you could be a light worker, you could also be someone who is connected with the news. We've got victim here, so you could also be someone who has overcame some sort of struggle. You could possibly be a counselor of some sort, would be an amazing career for you as well. You could really actually help teach people through your struggle. Wow, with pioneer here, so no matter what, you are going to create or do something that is different than a lot of other people have ever done. For some of you, you're going to either patent something or come up with a new idea, and this is going to be really that career focus for you, that drive. For some of you, they're saying to dream big. It's like you could have anything you want, with passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. So they want you to step outside the box. For some of you, you'd be really good at either being a content creator, or with networking, you could be someone who's a great life coach, public speaker, different stuff like this. So let's keep going and see what tarot comes out. Welcome everyone just joining in. Okay. Okay, and there's a few on my hand there, so we're going to take all these and see what comes out. King of Cups energy, beautiful. So you could be a water sign watching, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. At this time, you could be someone who is very tuned with your emotions. They could also be telling you to use that as some sort of career projection. So for some of you, definitely being some sort of counselor would be a very good thing. Like a mentor or guiding others. For some of you, it has to do with either a family situation you overcame. So you could be a family counselor, would be an amazing thing to do as well. And for others of you, you are more meant to be a stay-at-home parent for some of you, with that being in reverse there. So very select few of you, if you feel like you are called at this time to be more of a stay-at-home parent, that can resonate for you. But they want you to be open to new ideas, because for some of you, you've got an idea that has never been done before, and it can really create you some sort of beautiful career. So it's something you're passionate about. For some of you, it could be to do with dancing in particular, or even fashion. If you notice the design on the pants there, you could be someone who actually just makes your own clothes from home, and this could be something that could bring in large pentacles for you. If you know you're someone who does a lot of DIY fashion, like say you love Pinterest or stuff like that, you're constantly designing and making your own unique pieces, that is a great idea for you to look into as a career, is what they're saying. It could be something very abundant for you. So definitely you could be someone connected to fashion or a creative design. For others of you, it could even be an interior designer, would be a great thing. Wow, we've got the Empress at the bottom. So with the Empress being at the bottom, definitely for some of you, being a stay-at-home parent is what you would like to do. With the Wheel, beautiful. So I feel like overall with this Pentacle energy, it's like no matter what has tried to hold you back in the past, it's a thing of the past. Just keep moving forward as this wheel continues to turn for you. A lot of you are being redirected. If you chose 222, this is your year to actually shift into your true purpose and your life calling. So for a lot of you, you're experiencing this either 180 in your emotions or what you're actually doing for work. You could have done something completely different previously as to what you're about to do or what you would like to do. And Spirit's just saying to dream big and follow your heart. The wheel will turn in your favor for you if you are following your heart as to what you want to do. They're saying for some of you, if you're holding yourself back at a job that doesn't make you happy, or a career path in particular that you know you don't want to do long term, this is when it's time for you to really switch it up. So now that we've got a few more people watching, we're going to get into the beautiful meaning that I made for each of these numbers. So 222, if you chose this, it really represents faith and harmony at this time, restoring a balance between work and home life. Also, I'll show you, I wrote it down there. You could find benefits in working from home, being an entrepreneur, having your own business, teaching some sort of course or something online as well. This number really signifies fresh new possibilities when it comes to career. So when you see this number often, it's important that you take an opportunity as it's being presented to you. 222 really represents a self-awareness and being in tune with your dreams and your visions, yet also being aware of reality and the circumstance around you, which is absolutely true. It's like for some of you, you're afraid to put yourself fully out there because of what could hold you back, right? So they're really telling you at this time to keep moving forward, to not be afraid to push forward in your career path too, to dream big. With 222, it really represents believing in luck, but only to a certain degree, knowing that your own luck is going to be made through this hard work and this dedication. So it's like when you see 222, it means there is a new era, a new chapter coming into your life, a career-changing life opportunity as well for some of you. So for some of you, it's almost a symbolism to prepare for this rapidly near approaching new cycle. And for a lot of you with this Pioneer card out, it's a new idea you have. So this is a lot to do with creating your own idea, your own business. If you felt drawn to 222, you have a specific calling in something you're passionate about. They're really telling you to make that your own. Balance is being restored as well when you see this number, and it indicates whatever dreams you've been following are possible. And look at that. Can you believe that? We've got the Wheel and the Four of Pentacles. Absolutely beautiful energy, signifying that any of your dreams you're really working towards are absolutely possible at this time and are about to manifest more in a 3D sense. Change, conflicts, solutions, and decisions to be made is the overall energy for the number 222. So being aware that you have some conflicts that could be in your way from your dreams as well, clearing out the path in order to move forward, whether that's specific situations blocking you or you needing to change your circumstance, right? To get your life in order to follow these dreams. For some of you, you are actually being guided at this time to really get strict with your schedule, especially if you are becoming your own boss, your own entrepreneur. It's really necessary at this time to be focused on that in order to create this success for yourself, right? To make some sort of plan. So for a lot of you, if you chose 222, you really resonate with being either an entrepreneur, an athlete, some sort of social networker. So you could either be a light worker or even a life coach. And for others of you, even to do with some sort of like front line to do with accounting or something to do with helping others. So with this Four of Cups energy, you are someone that likes to see things from all perspectives. You really look at all sides of the coin. You have this ability to do so. And it's really beautiful energy to be in because others look to your light and your guidance in order to really lead them forward. So at this time, what it's really important and it's saying, in order for you to make this career your own, really just follow what you've been guided to through your intuition. But definitely for a lot of you, if you've been drawn to this pile, you are someone that's either going to inspire others through what you've been through here and how you've transcended that pain and transmuted it into some sort of healing for yourself. And for others of you, you are really just meant to create something, to be your own business owner. So really beautiful energy to be in here for number 222. We're going to get a few more cards. Signs you could be is either a water sign or an earth sign. We've just got that across the board. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So let's get a few more cards for this first pile and see what else comes out for you. Overall, definitely letting you know as well, wow, you are meant to work with some sort of either finances or your own stability. That is what you're meant to do. You're meant to be your own boss. You're meant to be your own type of individual. You're not meant to work for others, if that makes sense. Like for a long time, you could have been in careers where you were working for a company or working a lower position job. And truly, if you feel a shift and you were drawn to this, you're actually being told right now to really put the focus on yourself and your own career path forward. So for a lot of you, it's going to be being your own entrepreneur. Now, know with this, people are drawn to your light, right? People are going to try and block your success. But look at that. The world just came out. You have the ability to overcome any obstacle being thrown at you when it comes to blockages and your career path specifically. They really want you to focus and know that anything that no longer serves you is going to naturally be removed out of your life. it's just law of order. It's just something that spirit, those people, those energies that could be trying to block your success, they're going to be left out in the cold. And for a lot of you, it's like you're someone who's inspiring others by whatever you've been through. So anyone lower vibrational, or any, say, close members of your family or people from your past who have a problem with you becoming an entrepreneur, it isn't anything for you to worry about. Ultimately, it's just creating more stagnancy in their life, right? If anything, too, you are someone who really inspires others by being able to be your own leader and be so independent, your own entrepreneur. And this is why you will always find, too, you're going to deal with a lot of people trying to either mimic your actual business ideas. They could be like people who constantly try to watch your next moves in order to claim it for their own. Different things like this, really petty energy. But look at that. You're so above all of that. You're a pioneer. You're someone who constantly is given by spirit new creative ideas, no matter who tries to take them from you. And ultimately, when people do, it just looks mimicked because you are someone who is a natural born leader. So thank you, Spirit. For a lot of you, if you chose 222, you're a natural born leader. And for a lot of you, you're meant to be known across the world with the Empress coming out there. Could be a Libra or Taurus energy as well. It's crazy, though. If you notice, it's literally all Pentacle energy and all Cup energy. So definitely someone resonates with either being a Earth sign or a water sign for this pile. All right, look at that. So if you chose this first pile, you are going to be very successful when choosing your own path. So say, for example, you choose to start that business, to be someone who leads others, or to really step outside of your own reality, to dream big and to know that you can achieve those dreams. You're going to inspire others. You're also going to be someone very successful in your family. And you're also someone that others kind of count on in your family because of this independence that you've always had. So like for some of you, you could have grown up, and since you were a young age, you could have had to provide for your family as well, is what I feel like. You've always been someone who's been able to take care of themselves. 7 of Cups, but look at that. So in the past, a lot of people could have taken advantage of your kindness, or even if you own your own business when it comes to career, others that could have been employed by you, or potential, let's say, competitors, stuff like that, trying to sabotage you. Ultimately, they just leave themselves out in the cold. They're overwhelmed in their own emotions while you're on top of the world, spreading light and joy. And for a lot of you, you're about to achieve some sort of success for what you've been through. So really beautiful energy to see. Welcome everyone just joining in. All right, so we're going to get a few more messages for number 222. And I will put timestamps on this video once it's completed in order for you to be able to take a peek back. And if one pile doesn't resonate, feel free to hang out and see if another does, as we're about to hop into the next number, which is 4646. 5 of Cups in reverse. So you knew, as someone in the past, you could actually been going through a lot of different jobs in a sense that you weren't sure why you weren't happy or you weren't feeling fulfilled. Now, this is because if you chose this pile, you are meant to be your own boss. You're meant to be your own entrepreneur, your own business creator, your own projects. For some of you, you could even be an actor or an actress, right? You could also be someone who just creates something, and you could even be a content creator, not even to do with tarot. You could do something specific. You could have your own makeup business. whatever it is for you, it's your own business, and that's what you're being called to do. And for a lot of you, like I said, you've been through jobs and just felt so uncomfortable or miserable, and that's how you knew ultimately you wanted to shift into doing your own thing. So really beautiful energy to be in. 7 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, look at that. So jobs you were previously in just leaving you feeling totally unbalanced, drained, a lack of, and moving forward, what they're letting you know as well is you would do really well to do some sort of world travel. For some of you, it's like your business is actually just going to be known worldwide. For a lot of you, you could be a feminine watching relating with this, but it doesn't have to be specifically. And for some of you, a very small few of you, there's something, maybe you could be a mother as well, and there could be an idea you have that's really going to be recognized worldwide if you decide to patent this idea or create a business around it. It could be something to do with maybe how we have victim here, something that you could have faced either growing up or being a mom, right? Something you realized was an inconvenience or something. Maybe you created like something. You have this idea. So it's really beautiful. They definitely want you to tap into that and look into that energy. As well, with the Empress there, you are definitely meant to be your own leader. And for some of you, you will be someone who inspires others to do the same, to reach after any pentacles they so desire, and to really take life as their own. So if you resonate with this first pile, you're a natural born leader. People have seen you throughout your life to really overcome a lot, and they want you at this time to network more, to put yourself out there more, and to connect with others. For some of you with this 5 of Pentacles, you could be really focused on your business. It could be at the starting stages as well. And for some of you, you could have not even started this business yet, but it's something that you want to do. So for each of you, they're saying to take the time out, make sure you've got all the details correct as to what you want this to go moving forward, and then apply yourself, put your all into this. 2222 on the reading. Can you believe that? We've got 222, 2222 on the reading. So definitely a confirmation from spirits. That's absolutely beautiful. Wow. And for a lot of you, it's really about shifting your perspective, coming out of this whole working for others mindset into realizing that you can be your own boss. For some of you, it's going to take maybe saving up first, making sure you're in a good spot before you make any shifts. For others of you, getting your routine down, making sure you're very disciplined, especially if you are becoming your own entrepreneur. You need to be very disciplined with your finances, with your schedule, and with your plans moving forward. So some of you could be in that energy currently. And wow, at the bottom we had Temperance. I was just going to say, when I was clearing the cards, there was that 7 of Cups energy. So they're just saying as well to be aware that not all cups are illusions, to make sure which cups are legit cups and which are false cups as well. But really, don't be afraid to network and put yourself out there, because for some of you, you're about to meet a new connection or make a new connection with someone that's going to jumpstart this business plan, this business idea, and really get it off the ground for you. So we're going to leave that there for the first pile. That was really beautiful messages. I hope you were able to take something out of that. And we're going to hop into the next number here. Thank you so much, everyone, tuning in. Okay, so we got a few messages here. We've got 3. Wow, so we've got Hyrith, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Weight of the world, boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. So at this time, you're being called to step up into your light, into your life purpose. Hopefully we can get some clarity as to what this could be. Wow, for some of you, it may be something in the legal system. For others of you, it may be something creative, like an artist or a painter, a musician, actor, actress. For some of you, with the gambler card, it's really just about being able to take a chance on oneself. Willingness to follow your intuition no matter where it's guiding you. So you already have that connection, that ability that even if you're taking a 180, you're ready to take it. And as soon as we get these cards laid out, we'll get into the meaning behind 4646 if you felt drawn to that. Wow, so we've got warrior, strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Self-sacrifice in order to conquer their ego. So you are someone who's very giving, someone who is not someone in their ego. You're all about helping others, giving to others, and especially say if you are someone who is in some sort of balancing justice and compassion type of job, you manage the fair distribution of things, and you like to make sure that things are balanced between all parties, all people in situations or in life. So with 4646, got a meaning here I have written down in my own words. So when seeing this number, it comes to connecting your thoughts with your truest desires and planning to follow them. This number is specifically a symbol of your true life purpose, which is very significant with your career because it means that you are on the right path currently with whatever you are doing. Bet y'all never saw that coming. So if you picked this number, it actually is indicating that currently whatever you are doing in your career is actually the right path for you, the right life purpose. 4646 represents inner wisdom, a knowing of where you are headed in life and having that balance already. When you see this number, it represents teamwork, yet at the same time, teamwork and cooperation. The most significant parts of 4646 when it comes to career means luck is on your side and that it may be time to consider dropping old habits and creating a new workflow for yourself. So this could be like a routine or a schedule in specific to keep you organized and keep you focused with your next goals and visions for your career path. Now, the interesting thing, when I was picking these numbers by spirit, I had no idea what 4646 meant. So it was really like a wow moment from spirit, and also to be able to write this down. Usually I don't do a deep meaning behind the number for y'all, but I wanted to make it a little more detailed and specifically based on your career. So really interesting that 4646 represents being on the right path, right? And being in good business. For some of you, you're good at business sense. So being good with numbers, being able to work well with others, and really being able to work well without folding under any type of stress or pressure. So for some of you, if you chose this pile, you would make a really good accountant or financial type leader, or even someone in some sort of system that's balanced and fair. So a government job, or for others of you, it's going to be something like healing, where you're an artist and you're putting your message out there. Whatever it is, they're saying you're okay with taking risks in life, and absolutely that's the way to be, to continue being that way. Welcome everyone just joining in. You are someone who is able to lead others, so it would make you a very good diplomat, a manager, an accountant, or even something in the legal field. So this is so far what we've got for this second one, and we're going to pull some tarot as well and see what comes out for y'all. Okay, these are like falling. I haven't even shuffled yet. Saw some 5 of Wands energy. So definitely with the flame being at the top, it's like you are someone that others look up to your light. They admire the way that you are able to follow your own drive and the way that you're fair towards others. 7 of Pentacles. So you're someone hardworking who is okay with watching things grow. This is the way that is beneficial for you in your life, to realize that success doesn't come overnight. It's going to take time, hard work, that effort to really get there, right? So let's get a few more messages and see what else comes out. Okay. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So you could be someone as well who has a hard time with having a balance between family and work life. At this time, it's essential to maybe do some research on how you can make your life more manageable, because for a lot of you, you could be someone who works a lot, is what they're saying. And especially if you feel like you are on the right career path, you resonate with that message, you're very passionate about what you do. So sometimes what happens is you can tend to overwork and it doesn't even seem like it, but the rest of the areas of your life may be starting to lose balance because you're so dedicated to whatever it is you're doing, which is amazing to be. But with this message, it's really signifying being able to have that balance for yourself, especially if you do have a family, like you may have little ones or a significant other at home that's really feeling your absence, is what I feel like with this. Feeling like they're kind of alone in some sort of situation. But they realize why you're doing it, because you love whatever you're doing, you're passionate about it, but they're feeling a little bit of lack energy there. So that's the first message we have out. Now, when it comes to pulling each of the career messages for each pile, it will be something I do at the very end. So if you decide not to stick around, I will leave that time stamped for you to check back in on a later day. And if not, feel free to stick around and we'll be pulling a career for each number at the end. So Two of Swords just came out. Absolutely. If you resonate with 4646, you're indecisive as well. Are you on the right path currently? Especially maybe if you click this video, they want you to know that, yes, careers change throughout your life. You could have multiple different careers, but whatever you're currently doing, as long as you're, of course, not absolutely miserable and don't resonate with that message, you're on the right path. It may be something that you're putting in a lot of work into, a lot of effort, a lot of passion into, but it's something that you're passionate about. So they want you to continue working, right? Continue doing that and continue focused on your path. Let's get a few more messages here for this second 4646. If you resonated with this number. Wow, so definitely it's almost like you are someone who maybe has felt a lack of love in your life. So you're very dedicated to your career at this current moment in time. For some of you, they're saying it's time to be a little bit more loving when it comes to others you work with as well. To be a little bit more, you know, you don't have to be like their best friend, but for some of you, if you have coworkers and stuff, just be a little more kind is what they're saying. Others could see you as a little bit more either focused on oneself and one's other passions versus being giving to others, especially if you work in a company surrounded by other people. People might see you as more focused on your own passions. But that's because you are someone who's a leader, right? And you are about fairness of the people. So at the same time, maybe just open up your heart so that people understand where you're coming from. So Magician in reverse, in specific, you could feel like whatever you're manifesting in your career hasn't come in yet. Things haven't been put on hold. It's just saying it takes time to get there. It's not going to happen overnight. So if you resonate with this one and possibly thinking of switching a career because you find you're unhappy or something like this, just realize that things take time to grow and to build. Wow. And for a lot of you, this is something you're really attached to emotionally. Queen of Cups energy, really beautiful energy there. You're someone who's really loving and giving towards whatever this career is and very open with it. For some of you, you would be very good at also doing some sort of like therapy. For some of you, you could even be someone, wow. Queen of Wands, you could definitely be a fire sign. Notice how we've got the animal in the card. You could be someone who would be great working with other animals. You could work as a veterinarian assistant even. And for some of you, you're going to work as like a pediatrician. Something really help heal and aid others and lead them. Now, wow, we had the Ace of Pentacles fell out. This is going to bring you in massive abundance. But of course, realize that things take time to grow. No success comes overnight. You could either be a water sign, air sign. We've got fire and a little bit of earth energy as well. So we've got all the signs on the board. Welcome everyone just joining in. So we're almost finished here with 4646. A few more messages here. So I'm really feeling like with the courageous peony, it's just like overall realize a sense that you are someone who's multifaceted, you are different, you're unique, and it's time for you to really step up and lead with those qualities. Let yourselves be seen. For some of you, they want you to stand out and to truly shine and be your authentic self. So that's really beautiful energy. Whoever that resonates for, it's time for you to put yourself out there creatively. For some of you, you are the type that likes to work but hide behind your work. And you are someone who's meant to be known in the public. So say you're working an office job right now. Some of you are being guided to switch completely, do a 180, be more seen or more noted for what you do. Some of you are meant to be known, at least in your community. That's absolutely for sure. Now, with the warrior card, you are someone who has been through a lot and really has overcame some sort of ego. Maybe you had been through a difficult childhood, but you never let that stop you or be your story. You've continued to nurture others and be giving towards others. And people really recognize you for those qualities, for those strengths. So really beautiful energy. Welcome to everyone tuning in. And I really feel like with the gambler card, if you picked 4646, they want you to step up into trying. They really want you to have this willingness to follow your intuition, even if it seems like you don't know where you're going, because spirit is guiding you. And remember to not only just rely on that luck, though, to really rely on that hard work. Wow. So really beautiful energy there. If you picked this pile 4646, I will be pulling a sign at the very end of the reading, career, different paths for each of them. And we will leave that till the end. So I will leave that time stamped if you choose to fast forward or click off. All right, so let's hop into this last beautiful one. And now final message too with 4646 with the amethyst there. You are someone who actually has this ability to calm others. So know that you are a natural born leader. You are someone that does it humbly and continue to do that and really trust that. Say you are specifically doing something in accounting or business or managing. You could even be a restaurant owner. Just know that you are doing it in a fair, respectable way. And whatever you're doing currently, this is the path that you're currently meant to be on. And when you're meant to be redirected, spirit will of course redirect you. But your current path right now, unless you know you're absolutely miserable and that does not resonate, 4646, you are on your right path, loves. So pile 3 and number 999, let's get into it. So welcome. If you're just joining in, I have gone ahead and meditated and prepared this lovely thing to add to your number meaning significance. So when it comes to angel number 999, it mainly represents divine has directly heard your prayers. If you've been praying and hoping to work towards achieving some sort of a success when it comes to career and finances, look no further. 999 represents certain cycles in your life are about to close, but in order to make room for positive new ones. So choosing 999 really represents having a strong character and how in one or more ways you inspire others with what you are doing in your life or what you're working towards. The number 9 represents spiritual light workers directly as well. So how you could specifically be a light worker as your life calling. It refers to universal and spiritual laws, so meaning karma is ultimately at play. If you've been owed some sort of good karma, your blessings are coming soon. And 999 specifically is also a number from the angels, just letting you know they're helping you find your true life purpose at this time. Your angels are preparing you for this new life path and these new blessings. Many of you may be realizing that you are amazing healers and you are someone who will change the lives of others once you start to actually shift your own life into this true life calling and purpose. So let's hop into 999. I really hope you're able to take a message from that. And hope you're doing amazing. If you're just tuning in, just picking this number. So let's see what 3 random ones come out for this. Beautiful. Forge, don't follow. Pave your own path. Be the leader you wish you had. Absolutely. You might want to check out the Earth Angel reading as well. For some of you, you could have a calling specifically as an Earth Angel. A new earth. Wow. Yeah, definitely for some of you, you have a calling as a light worker, as an Earth Angel. It's happening. Keep holding that vision. So for some of you, you've been feeling stuck, wondering when these shifts are about to come into play. Wow, baby steps. Action, but follow this intuition before it makes sense. So right now, before you really kind of know where Spirit is guiding you, it's time for you to keep moving forward and to trust. For a lot of you, you are specifically a light worker or healer watching this. Wow. Okay, because these are all random I have not seen. So we've got Teacher, Liberator, God, and Midas Miser. This is so beautiful. So you are actually someone who is a spiritual teacher to others. And for a lot of you, it's because you have this divine connection with your spirit team. With the Midas Miser, whatever you are currently working on is going to turn out in a very abundant way. So they want you to focus on that path. Focus on moving forward at this time. It's really beautiful energy for you to be in. With the Liberator card, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing those negative thought patterns. So right now, if you have anything or anyone in your energy field holding you back from being your true, authentic light worker self, time to say see you later and teach them the way to be. Teach them that light overall is the way to be. Really beautiful. Let's get some messages here. So wow, heavy. We got 4242 on the live for the time as well. So if you chose 999, you definitely resonate with some sort of calling of being a spiritual leader or a spiritual light worker. There are so many different ways you can do this. Definitely check out the Earth Angel reading I just did last night. You may find a message or two there for you. Beautiful. Look at that. So with 4 of Swords, you're coming out of feeling stuck. In the past, a lot of people tried to throw you in this box for being the way you were, for being spiritual, for believing a certain sense. A lot of people try to throw you in a box and label you. But the thing is, you're about to teach others and you're about to receive some sort of justice, some sort of amazing karma for standing with your connection with divine and overcoming the darkness. For a lot of you, you had a lot of just low vibing energies really trying to test you. And this is a part of your spiritual awakening. This is a part of who you are. Especially when it comes to relationships, you are actually meant to change a lot of player types into specifically loving partners. Now, when it comes to you, you are someone for career who is very much a charmer. You're good with your words. So what they want you to do is, of course, of the light in a specific positive way. Make sure you can really help change others, help heal others. For some of you, you could be a prophetic speaker. And for others of you, you could be directly involved with the church. Or for others of you, you could just be some sort of teacher. You could be a spiritual teacher. You could also be a musician. So let's keep going and see what comes out. Any more messages, spirits? Any more messages? And this candle has kept going, so that's actually a good omen for everyone, symbolizing that it is coming in sooner than you think. Because, you know, they specifically told me not to change the candle. If it went out, then that meant whichever pile specifically was going to come into their purpose the fastest. But no candle went out whatsoever. So it means everyone is on the right track. With the King of Swords energy there, you are someone who is very in tune with others, with anyone around you, any vibration, whether it comes to nature, animals, the earth itself, and especially to do with other people. They want you to get in tune with that side of yourself and to really be more expressive when it comes to sharing your gifts with others, especially if you resonate with the light worker there. For a lot of you, you're blocking off your gifts right now, keeping it more to yourself, more closed off, and possibly just more fearful of sharing your gifts with others. Eight of Cups in reverse, absolutely. So you've just been left out in the cold for being a teacher, for being a spiritualist. Continue on your path. Continue knowing what you know. The rest is just smoke and mirrors, right? Illusions cast. And specifically, the more you are in tune with your higher calling, your spirit team, the more you're going to be attacked by low vibrational energies, especially if you're a light worker. So keep your energy protected. Trust that the earth is in tune with you at this moment in time as well. For a lot of you, you're being asked to accept that calling, to stand in your light no matter how bright it shines and bothers others. Keep shining. So if you picked 999, you're a light worker. Y'all got to step up into this calling, because for some of you, you are afraid to, for one reason or another. You could be afraid of judgment. You could be afraid of even success, is what it's saying. Because you have some sort of self-awareness that you are actually able to achieve certain things if you put your mind to it. If you put the hard work and the dedication to it. And you know this because of how balanced or fair you've been with others throughout your life. For a lot of you, you could actually be someone who's a teacher. You could be a school teacher, a music teacher, a spiritual teacher. So many different teachers come to mind here. For some of you, even a trades teacher. For others of you, you could actually just be specifically someone who teaches others about a specific skill or experience. Wow, so for some of you, you would really resonate with the calling of being some sort of counselor or motivational speaker. Heavy feeling that for that energy. Welcome everyone just joining in. See a lot of new people in the chats there. All right, so let's get a few more messages from Spirit. And if this is resonating, go ahead and hit that like button. We are on the last pile, and then we will pull specific career for each of them. And 999, if you pick that with the piece of clear quartz there, it really symbolizes having a clear mind when it comes to your career and knowing what path you want to take. Wow, for some of you, it's like you may have to make a career move. For some of you, you may be guided to move to somewhere else, somewhere where you're going to be more accepted for your gift, or somewhere you're going to vibe higher and actually feel much more in tune with oneself. 10 of Cups, that's so beautiful. Ultimate wish fulfillment. So for some of you, you're unhappy with where you're at. You could feel really secluded or different from others, even though you know across the world, notice how the globe's there. There are people that share the same beliefs as you. And in order for you to find this, to find your tribe, and for some of you, even a partner who understands your spiritual beliefs, it's very necessary for you to be okay with going it alone at this time. Truly, because no matter where you go, you're a guiding light towards others. So, wow, if you pick 999, definitely heavy on the light worker energy. And notice all the light symbolism in a few of these pictures too. The sun. Okay, so this is so far the most beautiful pile. I feel like If you picked 999, look at that. I can't even believe it. The star and the sun. And I literally just like split these. And the only reason, so I did it on camera one time. Everyone just like left the live when I sat there doing it. So if anyone prefers that I shuffle and split on camera, absolutely I can do that. Did it before. And I found people prefer when I just have it set up, right? So the sun, I can't even believe that. So this is the only pile too that has all the major arcanas. It's got the sun, the 10 of cups, and the star there. So if you chose this pile, this is definitely like wishes coming true. For a lot of you, whatever it is that you want for your career, you're about to have it. Like you're about to come into it. And for some of you, you are specifically a light worker. So this is really beautiful energy to be in. Wow, let's get a few more messages here from spirits. Queen of Pentacles. All right, look at you sitting on your throne of Pentacles. You're working on creating some sort of stability for yourself. Just know it's coming if you don't feel like you're in that energy. And for a lot of you, they're specifically trying to tell you to remain grounded throughout all of this. Stay focused and really remain grounded on moving forward. Don't let anyone block your light as well. Like, if you pick this pile, you're the star. And so people are going to do whatever they can to try and block this 10 of cups from coming in for you. But all you got to know is you're connected with spirit and no one can take anything from you but spirit. The same way that spirit can bless you with it, the same way spirit can take it. No one else can block these blessings from you. And ultimately, anyone who tries to is just going to be overthrown with your own happiness. They're literally going to change their tune 5151 on the live because you're just such a happy, lucky person and you deserve this. You absolutely deserve this 10 of cups. If you resonate with 999, follow your path as a light worker, as some sort of person who spreads happiness and shares the message of being in tune with oneself and being kind to others. That is actually what's going to bring you in some sort of success. But that's by you being your natural self there with the Midas Miser there. You're a liberator. You're someone who is very fair with others. Wow, Ace of Wands. You absolutely could be a light worker because you're someone who's very in tune with your third eye, with your chakras. For some of you, your spirit team actually directly communicates messages to you and you just needed that confirmation from me. Wow, 9 of Swords. So in the past, people tried to block you. 9 of Swords too, right? Notice it was like up to 8 or 9 people trying to block you at once. Funny thing with this is anyone who tried to, there was still divine that was protecting over any new career path you're choosing, your projects, and your stability moving forward. So you will not be left out in the cold in any sense. The only way you could be is if you don't follow your path forward. And anyone just tuning in, this is a live reading. So in the comments there, it says, why can't we rewind this? You'll be able to check back when the live's over there. Thank you. Wow, 7 of Swords. So literally, because you shine so bright, you have so many people in your midst that try to take from you, to copy you, or just to try to take your pentacles. Overall, just realize anyone that threw any ill will, words, anything on you, divine saw it all, and divine sees you just truly standing there helping others. So just know that you're ultimately going to be rewarded. This pile is definitely the most intense. There is a lot of messages of being a light worker and you trying to follow that path but having others block it. So if you resonate with 999, it is your calling. The sun, the star, Queen of Pentacles. You deserve this calling. And you were chosen. You were chosen by divine to live this calling, this birthright. So don't stress about anything because all justice ultimately will be brought to balance at the end of the day. And those who come against a light worker ultimately will reap major karma. major karma. And for a lot of you, you already know this. You already when I feel like too, if you resonate with being a light worker, right? You already have spiritual attacks that are thrown at you constantly, and you constantly overcome them and continue on your path forward. And that is also an ability you have when it comes to career. Especially because too, as a light worker in specific, you could work so many different careers, right? You could be placed in one career for one part of time to actually spread the message of light and joy there, where some place is very lower vibrational, a specific company. And then you could actually be guided to go work somewhere else. And then you could even be guided to do your own thing, right? If people start taking from your light and your energy. So now with the sun there specifically and the star, anything that you want in your hopes and dreams right now is about to happen for you because you deserve this blessing. So anywhere that tried to previously block you or throw up obstacles in your past, you've got a spirit of protection behind you this entire time. Notice the horse in the back, gleaming with the light as well, was always guiding you. And for some of you specifically, this was someone who was a love interest who was against your light. I feel like throughout your life, if you resonate with this pile, though, you are specifically a light worker. And so you know the balance between when people drain from you and learn from you. Really interesting energy there. We're going to get a few more messages. With the teacher as well, though, they really want you to step up into teaching others, to guiding others yourself, to really be okay with having that awareness that you do have some sort of message to give to others. And you are a leader naturally, so just to be aware that no matter what you do, others are going to try and copy or mimic it, but regardless, you will always be shown a further step to keep moving forward. And ultimately too, right, anyone who tries to take from you, take your happiness, block it, I mean, ultimately, they need you in their life. They don't realize it. They need your light because eventually they're going to pick up on the fact that what they're doing is wrong. So for some of you, you constantly come up against others trying to test you. This is because Divine knows they need to see your attitude, the way you are, the way you live your life. And eventually they're going to change their tune, whether they even realize it or not. Subconsciously, their minds have already shifted. For some of you, just by, if you are a light worker who puts out your videos, you've already shifted so many perspectives just by your messages. Especially to those who try to come against you. They can't help but see you shine, man. Look at that, 7 of Swords. So for some of you as well, you are definitely being guided to always be wary because you will always be someone successful and others will always try to take from you. And naturally, the reason why you are so successful in your abundance is if you chose 999 and you're very connected with spirit and you are a light worker, what these other people don't realize trying to take from you is if they did the exact same thing, they would also achieve that success for themselves. But instead, that's why you're meant to teach these people. Absolutely. You know, anyone who tries to block someone else's path, it just makes me laugh because at the end of the day, y'all just blocking yourselves. Y'all just blocking yourselves. And also, it's like, ultimately, wouldn't you rather be the teacher and the leader than someone who follows and tries to bring others down? Personally, I would. Anyone who's on my channel, though, absolutely is connected with that energy, connected with spirit, connected with spreading that light no matter how many times you are tested. So we're going to do the actual careers for everyone and see what messages come up. Thank you so much if you enjoyed this reading. Hopefully you were able to take a message out of it. And especially if you chose 999. You can just tell in the energy and the cards there, you're going to be tested the hardest for being a light worker. But ultimately, the more you stand in tune with who you are and don't back down to these challenges, the brighter you're going to shine and the more abundance in your life you're going to receive. So I was guided to specifically make a few only career ones yesterday for this reading. So we're going to see what messages Spirit has. Now we're going to do each number. And we will pull 2 for each number. Go ahead and hit that like button if this did resonate for you. So I'm going to do 1 for each at a time. Unless 2 pop out, then we'll know that's the 2 for the 1. So 1 popped out so far. So if you resonate with 222, being a restaurant owner. Wow, 4646. Musician and youth worker. Like I said, if 2 came out at once, I felt like they'd go together. So that definitely was for 4646. Okay. So for the person in the chat who said, can we rewind this? Yeah, definitely rewind this. If you chose this pile, teacher was literally the archetype. So y'all are definitely light workers, teachers. You're meant to inspire others with your light and teach either a skill or a way of being in life. So continue on your path, because that's absolutely beautiful energy to be in. And if you feel like you're being guided there now towards making this shift, go for it. Spirit's guiding you. Wow. So next one for 222, interior designer. And we've got one more coming out here for this final. Here, you know what? I have so many, so we'll do 3 for each. So maybe that gives y'all a little bit more clarity as to what you can expect. Any more messages, spirits? Can we get one more for a couple of these? Okay. Computer technology for 999. Renovation specialist. Wow, so 222, you definitely could have a calling when it comes to either being a restaurant owner, or even look at that, you could renovate restaurants and do some sort of interior design when it comes to restaurants, designing buildings. Maybe possibly you want to do that specifically. Okay, so we had 2 come out and we were doing 1 each. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry to get so excited. Okay, so yeah, if you picked 999, thank you so much, Spirit. You are definitely a light worker. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And if you're just tuning in now and you're just checking out the ones at the end, definitely I will leave that timestamp for you to check out. Now, we've got some really beautiful careers that came out for each of these. So 222, restaurant owner, interior designer, and renovation specialist. So like I said, for some of you, you may actually have a calling specifically in doing something to do with restaurant designs, or if not, even like home designs, building, maybe even to do with real estate. Check that out. And for others of you, you could want to own your own business doing renovations, right? Maybe you could do backyard renovations, decks, or even, bedrooms, like different things like that, right? To do with home. With 4646, musician, youth worker, and tattoo artist were the 3 careers that came out. So, and also they said that if you pick 4646, you're in your career. So if you are any of these and you happen to have picked that number, absolutely you are on the right career path at this moment in time. And if not, you are being guided to check out some of these very creative and also very giving. So youth worker, wow, I really feel like wasn't 40K. Spirit has just outdone themselves for this reading. Wasn't 4646 the pile? I'll have to check back now. But it said about victim mentality, right? Overcoming something and teaching others. If it was, that's absolutely beautiful, because for some of you, you could actually be someone who overcame either a difficult childhood, abuse, or some sort of traumatic experiences growing up, that you could actually really help guide youth that are currently going through those situations without even realizing. So for someone tuned in, this could be a job for you. And that's really beautiful energy. Such a beautiful job to have as well, giving back and really guiding others, you know, especially if you can through your own experience. Now, this could work in two ways though, loves, because musician and youth worker can go hand in hand. Because you could also be a musician and inspire a younger generation, right? Without even realizing. So for some of you, if you're guided to do music, you are going to inspire a generation maybe a couple years younger than you or even younger than you. And just by putting out your experiences, what you've been through in music. So for someone, I really hope that's a beautiful message for you. Now for 999, teacher, computer technology, and light worker. Okay, so beautiful. With computer technology, light worker, you could be someone who has a channel. You could do YouTube, or you could do different platforms for tarot reading specifically, or prophetic speaking, right? Some sort of spreading the message. Now for others of you, you could actually teach an online yoga class with everything that's happened in the pandemic. Possibly you do something like that from home. It involves technology. For some of you, you could even be tarot specifically on TikTok. And for others of you, if you're a teacher, computer technology, because isn't so many schools been doing the online schooling, right, from home. So wow, that really goes hand in hand right now with the pandemic. And for others of you, if none of this resonates, computer technology, some sort of business sense maybe for you. But for a lot of you overall, we got light worker was the main sense. So I can't even believe that came out with teacher. And you saw those flip out. So that's absolutely beautiful energy to be in. Okay, hairdresser just fell on my lap. So for someone out there, very random last message. I'm not going to put it in any pile because it fell on my lap. Hairdresser could be an interest of yours. Wow, and business owner at the bottom. So you could be someone who wants to own your own hairdressing business. And if not, for all of you, it's really saying that whichever you decide to do, being your own business owner could definitely be beneficial, especially if you chose, I believe it was the first pile here, 222 really resonated with being their own entrepreneur. So beautiful message. And to close out the reading, for each of them, we're just going to get an angel message. This will kind of be your energy moving forward. Thank you so much to everyone that tuned in, and I will post the timestamps once this reading is finished. Okay, we just almost had half them fall out. So interesting, especially if you see any careers on this board that you are drawn to specifically. Definitely time to go for it. Okay, so can we get an angel message for each of these, please, Spirit? Okay, 2 stayed in my hand. So the first one says, you share a close connection with animals. Some of you are able to fully understand the emotions of animals as you share a special bond with them, almost a form of communication. Really beautiful, because one of the piles we said was really connected with animals. Possibly you could be great at being a veterinary assistant or even a veterinarian, or even like rehabilitation to do with animals. So for some of you, you have this close connection that you're able to sense when an animal is like depressed or in pain or going through something. And if anyone is a pet owner or knows, animals are very good at masking their pain, right? At hiding what they're going through. So for you to have that ability to be able to pick up on it, it's almost like Spirit's telling me to tell you this. Not everyone has that ability, and you could really use it to help animals for the better when it comes to being a veterinarian or even a veterinarian assistant or even working in a pet shelter. Maybe some of you just want to volunteer in a pet shelter. So the next message out says, take the road less traveled. The road may have more twists and turns, but in the long run, the results will be sweeter. So these 3 messages are going to resonate for all the piles just because they're more general. But take that road less traveled is what Spirit's really telling you. No matter what career you're choosing, go do something different. Be unique, and remember how it said to lead the way, right? Instead of following behind others, to make your own path. Wow, last message from Spirit. You are being divinely guided at this time. Trust the path you are being led down now, as it is one chosen by divine. The outcome is about to exceed all your expectations. So exactly, if you resonate with this, trust where you're being divinely guided in your career. If it comes to a big shift in particular, these changes are really going to put you in a place of feeling a lot better about where you're headed in life. And final message we have, a solution is on its way. Any past issues or struggles will slowly be a distant memory. A solution to a particular problem is now coming in soon for you. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So wherever you've been feeling a luck, being stagnant, being blocked, being stuck, or even just feeling a lack of passion or drive, everything is about to be replenished for you as you strive to move forward on this specific career path. Congratulations to whichever you've chosen. Just trust the scales are being balanced and you're being led down a much smoother destination. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, sending light and blessings. Have an amazing day and take care.